What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode 64 on the Fit Parent Podcast. Guys, if you're getting some value, please go ahead and share this. If you're watching this live, put a hashtag live, share this to your profile. I would really, really appreciate it. And if you're watching this on YouTube, please share this with someone, a friend, family member that might get some value over today's podcast. And if you're listening with your ears on the podcast, first of all, I appreciate you for tuning in. I appreciate you listening. And if you want to, I would greatly appreciate if you left a 5-star rating on iTunes. I would really, really greatly appreciate that. But ultimately, guys, I got a good topic today, and it's all about challenging yourself. And I feel as I'm doing check-ins this morning, I felt like this was something that I needed to talk about because first and foremost, I think it's important that we do challenge ourselves in every aspect of our fitness journey, whether that be challenging yourself by removing sweets and junk food out of the pantry. That's a challenge in itself. Or whether that be increasing or making your workouts a little bit harder, not half-assing your workout. I think that in itself, needs to be said. You need to challenge yourself in every aspect of your fitness journey. But before I kind of get into it on how we can necessarily challenge ourselves, whether that be with the nutrition or fitness related, I want to go ahead and kind of give a shout out to, there's a few of my clients. I'm not going to name drop because I don't do that. But anyways, there's a few of my clients that are dealing with COVID. And I feel for you guys. I really, really do. And if you're listening to this, I am thinking about you and I am praying for you. So just know that COVID is a serious ordeal. And one of my clients said, she reached out to me and said that, she's feeling very, very bad. She's feeling terrible, absolutely terrible. But she feels like, and she's also lost almost up to 40 pounds. And she told me that she's like, if I wouldn't have started your program, I probably would be in worse shape than I probably am now. Because regardless on whatever shape it is, COVID's a real deal. And you can get sick from it, whether you're top notch in your fitness game, or if you never into fitness to begin with. So I just want to let you know, clients, if you are listening to this, or even if you're not my client, if you've dealt with COVID in the past, and if you're dealing with it now, just take time to rest and recover. Take care of yourself, because yourself is the number one priority that you need to take care of over anything else. So yeah, I just want to kind of mention that real quick. And I'm thinking about you. I'm praying for you and your family, because this, COVID sucks. And again, it doesn't matter if you're healthy or not. If you can still contract COVID, you can still get COVID. Yes, healthier lifestyle helps you to navigate through it, right? You may not feel as worse if you're 40 pounds overweight rather than if you're 40 pounds that you've lost, right? Because I think it still affects everybody in its own different way. And I know that if you have health issues, it can even affect you even more than that based off of studies, okay? So I just want to kind of say that real quick. But other than that, guys, again, challenging yourself when it comes to nutrition. And that's one of the things that I think most people with nutrition anyways, that they challenge, it's a struggle. It's a struggle eating correctly. It's a struggle eating the right foods. And I get that. Like, especially if you don't know what to eat, or you don't know how much to eat, all this can be a struggle. Even if you do know it, right? Even if you do have the right plan, if you stick to this meal plan, you'll get the results that you want. If you stick within your macros or these macros, you'll get the results that you want. But even in itself, it's still a challenge. It's still a struggle. And I know a lot of people face this. I mean, even myself, whenever I didn't, when I competed, definitely, because, I was on a very, very strict diet I had to stick to. But even to this day, I mean, there comes times where it's a challenge for myself to not drink, right? Because I'll be straight up. I'll be honest with you guys. Like, I like to drink whiskey. I like to have a couple of drinks on the weekends or something like that. And honestly, me working from home, because I've been doing it for what month is this? September, almost a year now that I've been working from home. And just, just having that flexibility where I don't have to go into work, that can be a struggle in itself, because like me personally, like I can just drink any day that I wanted to, knowing the fact that I don't have to show up to a job, right? I work every single day, but the times that I'm more comfortable with, that suits my lifestyle. But ultimately, like I told you, even for myself, drinking is a struggle, and that's a challenge, which drinking comes to nutrition, which comes to overconsumption of calories. So, I mean, if you're struggling with junk food, maybe it's a struggle for you to get the junk food out of your pantry. Maybe you have kids and there's a lot of junk food for your kids in your pantry. Maybe it's a struggle for you to not snacking on your kids' foods, which I've done that, guys. I mean, I'm human too. I'm not Mr. Perfect, and I don't intend to be. And there's times where I like to grab a cookie, or I like to grab some goldfish or Nutter Butter or whatever it is that my kids have. Even they have those little snack fruit gummies that are like 80 calories a package. I mean, sometimes I grab one of those, but I think more times than I'm not, I'm still overall throughout the week, I'm still eating healthy and I'm maintaining my weight. But I know that if someone's not there yet, not their ideal weight where they're comfortable with, it can be a struggle. And I understand you, but I want you to challenge yourself. Okay. I want you to make the adjustments. What do you have to do to make sure that you don't cave in? Okay. And the biggest thing, especially when it comes to nutrition, out of sight, out of mind. Okay. Out of sight, out of mind. That means if it's not around you, then you're less likely to have whatever it is that you crave. Okay. Like for instance, if you have a bowl of fruit on the counter, you're more liable to eat a bowl of fruit rather than if you didn't have it to begin with, if it's in the pantry. Okay. Because if it's in sight, you're more liable to consume whatever it is that's inside. If there's a bowl of candy, guess what? You're more liable to grab pieces of candy out of that bowl if it just weren't there to begin with. Okay. The further it is away from you, the less likely it is for you to kind of cave in. So challenge yourself, whatever that looks like. Challenge yourself to say no, to prevent from overeating, to prevent from eating junk food, to prevent from eating takeout, and not healthy foods whenever you do eat takeout. I understand that a lot of people still like to go out to eat, make healthier decisions. Okay. Challenge yourself to make those healthier decisions, because I promise you're going to love it in the long run. And then secondly, to kind of talk about the exercises, guys, if you're not exercising and you're not breaking a sweat, you're not challenging yourself. Guys, if you're not exercising, or if you're not challenging yourself, and this is a great indicator, if you're not breaking a sweat, you're not challenging yourself hard enough. If you're not pushing yourself like, oh my gosh, I cannot do anymore after this workout, you're not challenging yourself hard enough. And a great way to do this, if you're doing HIIT workouts, maybe do them faster. Okay. Maybe stop taking breaks so much if you're doing HIIT workouts. Maybe start incorporating some weights into your HIIT workouts if your HIIT workouts are too easy for you. Okay. Maybe you need to throw in an extra round of HIIT workouts. Maybe you do an extra round. Maybe your coach gives you 3 rounds, but those 3 rounds aren't doing anything. Do an extra round, right? Do a 4th round, do a 5th round. Push yourself and challenge yourself to get to that next level, because you being complacent, okay, you being complacent, especially when it comes to exercise, will not get you anywhere. Then you're just going through the motions. Then you're not improving. Then your overall health isn't necessarily improving. You're getting small gains, but you're not going to improve like you should be, okay? And when it comes to weights, guys, especially the gym, whether it be at home, if you're at home and you're doing home stuff and you don't have certain weights that you can't push yourself, I encourage you to buy heavier weights, whether it be heavier dumbbells, whether that be heavier plated weights, whatever it is, okay? I encourage you to challenge yourself. And if you're not challenging yourself and you do have the capabilities of increasing the weight, then increase the weight whenever you do your workouts, because that's the only way that you're going to build muscles. Whenever you break your muscles down, the way that you break and tear down your muscles is by pushing your muscles to the limits. Okay. I'm not saying go in there and just do one rep max of anything and hurting yourself. I'm saying if you do a weight, and this is for weighted stuff specifically, if you're doing a set and you do a set of the same weight for all 4 sets, okay, say 20 pounds is the what you're using. If you're able to do 10 reps of 20 pounds for all 4 sets, it's time to up the weight, because you need to start pushing yourself. Maybe you need to jump it up to 25 pounds. Maybe you need to jump up to 30 pounds. And those last 2 sets, maybe you can't get all 10 reps in. That's okay. That's where you want to be at, because eventually you will be able to get all reps with the additional weight, like the 30 pounds. And then again, once you get all sets completed with 10 reps each of 30 pounds, bump it up to 35 pounds, 40 pounds. But the idea of it is, guys, don't just go in the gym. Just don't exercise at home and being complacent. You got to push yourself. If you want to get to the next level in your fitness journey, you got to push yourself. If you want to burn the most fat and build the most muscle, you got to push yourself. You got to challenge yourself. That's the only way that's going to happen. All right. That's the only way that you're going to make progress each and every week. Okay. So I think overall, and if you're my client, I encourage you, All right. I encourage you. I'm looking dead at the camera right now. I'm encourage you. Push yourself whenever you're exercising. Don't just go through the motions. If you're not challenging yourself whenever you're exercising, and if you're not challenging yourself whenever it comes to preventing you from overeating or eating the snack foods, then you need to challenge yourself today. Okay. There's no better way to start your fitness journey if you haven't been challenging yourself, again, whether that be nutrition or exercise, than to start today. There's no better day than the day. All right. Other than that, guys, I hope you got some value. And if you would, drop some fire if you're watching this live. And of course, put a hashtag replay or a hashtag live if you're catching this live or on the replay. And if you're listening to this on the podcast, again, please share this with somebody. Take a screenshot. Tag myself at Tyler Porto at _IF. Tyler Porto _IF. And if you're catching this on podcast, it should be in the show notes underneath the description of this episode. So other than that, guys, I hope you have an awesome day, awesome start to your week. And if you're catching this on the podcast, you're not gonna be able to listen to this till Monday. But overall, guys, I hope you have a great day. And if you need anything else, just reach out to me. If you have any questions about fitness or would like for me to cover a topic, just reach out to me. I would be more than happy to do so, to explain things a little bit more detailed if you need that help. All right. Hope everyone has an awesome day. I will catch you later. Peace, love.